Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a lovely day today. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing my 2024 plan to pan. I'm a little bit late to this, but I have had it planned since before the new year, but this is my first time filming a video since before Christmas. I just gave myself a little bit of time off over Christmas and New Year's, and my daughter's birthday straight after Christmas, and she literally had a birthday party yesterday. So now I'm going to get back into the swing of things. So let's not make this intro super long and let's just get straight on into it. So I will have a makeup inventory video going up. I'm not sure if it'll be up before this one or just after this video. It'll be in the mix somewhere, but my numbers for a lot of categories are actually not that bad, I feel, at the minute for my collection. So my plan to pan isn't insane, but I definitely do need to work through certain categories. So we're going to start off with primers. Now, in 2024, I want to empty 2 primers minimum, but I'm kind of going to go for 3. But the 2 that I definitely want to empty are going to be the e.l.f. Putty Primer. This is the Blemish Fighting Primer, and it's the green one. As you can see, I've used like a good chunk of that already, so I don't think it would take me too long to empty. So that is the first one I would like to finish, and I do really like this, so I would like to go through it and get through some of my other primers so I can probably repurchase that back. And then the other primer I'd really like to finish is the e.l.f. Hello Good Stuff Primer Serum. It looks like this. It just comes with a little dropper, and I've probably used this like a handful of times, but it just needs using up because it's one of the older ones in my collection now, so I would just like to use it up. I don't think I'd repurchase it. It's quite nice, but it's just not great for my skin type. It doesn't really do a whole lot. So yeah, I would just like to get this rolled on out so I can roll some new stuff in. So next up is concealers. Now, my concealer collection for me is a little bit too high for how much concealer I used. I was literally emptying one concealer the whole of last year. So I want to empty 1 this year, preferably 2 if I can get to it, but the one that I have got to empty by the end of this year is the Revolution Conceal and Define Infinite Concealer, and I have got the jumbo size. I did used to really like this concealer, but I just never really reached for it now. So this is the one I would like to empty. I have got some good use on it already. Like when I look in the tube, I can definitely see down there, so it's not full by any means. So I'm really hoping with a good few months of work on this, I can hopefully get this out and then maybe get on to emptying another concealer by the end of the year. But this is the one that has to go, period. The next category is brows, and there's 2 eyebrow gels I'd really like to empty in this next project pan. So the first one being the Essence Make Me Brow. I do like this brow gel. I have mine in the shade Chocolatey Brows. I do like this brow gel. It's just not my favourite, and I'd like to try some new ones. I'm not really a massive fan of any of the brow gels I have at the minute, so I just kind of want to get them out so I can, you know, try some new ones and find my favourite, you know. And then the next one is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I have mine in the shade, what shade is this? Neutral brown. This is really nice to me. At the minute, I've been putting like quite a warm brow pencil through my eyebrows, and then this, and it just kind of creates like the perfect brow shade for me. But yeah, these are the 2 that I really want to empty, and I don't think it would take me that long because I have already used both of them a few times anyway. So next up, I'm putting this as like a glowy foundation base. It's not a primer for me because it's an extra step, and sometimes I mix it into my foundation, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and this is like right the way down here now. Like I've actually got a ton of use on it, which is so good because this, I'll be gutted. It doesn't smell right. Now, it hasn't broke me out at all recently. I mean, my skin has been breaking out a lot, but it's not because of any of the products that I'm using, because I've had a good few like weeks, even close to a month of wearing no foundation and like no makeup really. And obviously I wasn't using this, so this isn't a culprit, but I am going to be keeping an eye on my skin, and if this goes bad, I will be decluttering it. So I would just like to get as much use on this as possible before that happens, and preferably use it up, because I spent a pretty penny on this and I would repurchase it. 100% I would repurchase it. Okay, next up is foundation, and this might be a bit of an ask, but I would really like to empty 2 foundations this year. I didn't empty one last year, so I'm really going to push myself this year and empty 2, hopefully. I mean, I did just have a baby last year, so that did obviously stunt my progress a bit because I just wasn't doing makeup. Who has the time? But now he's a lot more independent and I can get away with doing a little bit more. So hopefully I'll have a little bit more time for me. We shall see. So I would like to empty 2 foundations. So the first foundation being this one, because it is the oldest one in my collection. This is the EX1 in Visiwear Liquid Foundation. I like this foundation from the few times I have used it. I mean, it's an airless pump, so you can literally track how much is left in it so easy, which I think will be so nice for panning purposes. But obviously, as you can see, there's a ton of foundation left in here. And at the minute, I'm literally using 1, maybe 2 pumps of foundation. So yeah, we shall see, but I really want to empty this one. And then once that is empty, I'm bringing back last year's project pan. This is the number 7 Protect and Perfect Intense Advanced All-in-One Foundation. I can literally say that perfectly now because of last year's project pan, but we are literally all the way down here, so it really wouldn't take me too long to finish this up. I was tempted to roll this in first because it does have SPF in it, but I think what I'm going to do is get a good head start on this one and then roll this one in around summer because it has SPF in it, and then go back to this when this is all gone. So we're just gonna, yeah, switch it up a bit, and then I don't get bored of using the same foundation all the time. So yeah. Next up, cream bronzer. Now, my cream bronzer collection isn't insane at all, but I just want to get these ones out so I can bring new ones in, and obviously cream does go off quicker than powder, so I would really like to get these out so that I can try new ones, but I don't want to bring new ones in until I have room because I don't want them to expire. So the first one I would like to empty, because I would like to empty 2. I don't know whether I already said that, but I would like to empty 2. And that might sound insane, but there is a reason. So the first one is the Made by Mitchell Liquid Blush. So this is obviously a blushed bronze. And I have already took the stopper out of this. This was in last year's project pan. We have like nothing left in there. As you can see, there's probably maybe 3 uses left on that, possibly. So this is going to be a really, really easy one to just get in and out. Within a month it should be gone, and I can still use other cream bronzers at the same time, so that would just be a really nice easy month. And then after I've finished that one, I'm going to roll this one in. So this is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, and I have mine in the shade Tan Lines, and this one has got use on it, but it's still got a fair amount in there. We have no pan obviously, but yeah, I do really, really like this bronzer, but it's not my absolute favourite ride or die, so I would really like to try some new bronzers. So this one's gotta go before I can do that. So I would like to empty both of them this year. I think I can do it. I really, really do. Now, I might be crazy, but I'm gonna attempt to empty a cream blush this year. And the blush that I have chosen is this one because it's the oldest one that I have. This is the Milk Makeup Cream Blush. It's actually a lip and cheek tint, I guess. Yeah, in the shade Work, like I said. This is just a little sample size. I'm pretty sure I got this in like an advent calendar or something one year. But this doesn't have a whole lot left, and it's a super easy everyday wearable shade for me. So when I say it doesn't have a lot left compared to what it started with, I don't have a lot left, but that's how much I have, which looks like nothing, but obviously I don't use a whole lot when I'm doing my blush, so we shall see. But I think I can do it. I'm gonna try my hardest. One of the cream blushes has got to go because my cream blush collection has just expanded crazily this year. So then I'm not going to empty any powders this year, like setting powders, because it's not too insane, and the powders that I would want to finish are powders that I don't really like, so it would literally be hate panning, and I would just like to get a bit of use on them and maybe pass them on if people don't want them. if people want them, sorry. But yeah, I'm not going to empty any powders. So now we're going to move on to powder, bronzer, blush, highlight, that kind of stuff. So for powder bronzer, this year I would like to finish one bronzer and hit pan on another bronzer, which I know sounds insane, but I think I could do it. I really, really do. So the powder that I would like to empty is the Beauty Gimme Sun bronzer. Now this is in the old packaging, but I love this bronzer. I pulled this out again the other day and I just absolutely love it. This was in my project pan, was it last year? I think this was in my project pan last year. But as you can see, I did hit pan and I have expanded the pan since. Oh, I scraped my nail in it. When did I do that? A minute ago? I don't remember doing that. Anyway, I would like to finish this bronzer. Now, there is still a ton of bronzer left in there, but this pan seems to be quite shallow, so I'm really hoping and praying that I can do it. But before I empty this, I'm going to actually talk about this one. So this is the one that I would like to just hit pan on. So this is the BH Cosmetics Brilliance bronzer. I really, really like this bronzer. It's got a little bit of a shimmer to it. It's not shimmery, but it just has a little bit of something. And I think I could hit pan on this. Now, there's a lot of product left in here, but I think if I focus my brush in a certain area, I could hit pan. And I would really like to hit pan on another bronzer just so that, you know, I can work through them in the years to come, because it's going to take forever for me to finish the bronzers that I have. And I do really want to try some new bronzers, but I don't want to just waste the ones that I already have that I still like. There's no point in just wasting them. So I'm going to get through them before I try new bronzers. I might treat myself to one in this year if I see one that I really truly want. But for now, I've got to empty some of them first. And then for blush, I'm not going to try and empty or pan any blushes because I'm nowhere near on any of them. And I just kind of like to cycle through my blushes. And I do cycle through all of them pretty consistently anyway. So although I have a lot of them, there's just none of them that I really want to hone in and focus on right now. So we're going to move on to highlighter. So for highlighter, I know I'm not going to be able to empty any of them this year, but I would like to hit pan on one at least. And the one that I've chosen is from this little duo here. It's the Beauty highlighters, and I would like to hit pan on this one here, which is like a diamond. And I think I could do it, you know. I'm very close already, I think. So I'm hoping I can do it. I think I can. So then we're going to move on to lip products. So I'm going to go on to lip glosses first. And I would like to empty 3 lip glosses this year, which I think is very achievable for 2 of them. But the last one is going to be a little bit of a trust the progress kind of thing, I'm pretty sure. So let's just talk about it. So the one that I know I'll be able to empty pretty easily is the Fenty Beauty gloss in the shade Diamond Milk. I love this lip gloss. As you can see, without even trying, I'm way under halfway already. I love this lip gloss. It goes with everything. I love it. This won't be a problem. So that should be very, very easy. Then the next one is this e.l.f. Mint Melt Lip Plumping Gloss. This is a brown lip gloss and I am halfway through the tube already, which I'm hoping you can see there. So I've done that again without even trying, so I don't think that will be too hard. And I think I would roll that in probably around the beginning of the year, just because of the colour. I like to wear like darker lip glosses in like the colder months and then transition into like the lighter, brighter glosses in like the summer, warmer months. So yeah. And then this next one is going to be a harder one. So this is like a true colour lip gloss, whereas the other 2 are very sheer, very little colour, just a little bit of something. Whack a lip liner on and then put that gloss on over top. Beautiful. This one is a true colour. So it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Tara. And there's a little bit of use on this. And by a little bit, I mean probably about that much. Like very minimal use on this. But it's not very old, but it's getting there. It's not the newest lip gloss in my collection. Still smells amazing, but I just don't want this to go off. But I just don't like these types of lip glosses anymore. And now that I know that, that's fine. My lip gloss collection only has one other lip gloss like that, which is fine. I can use that one a bit easier than this one. But yeah, this one's going to be a bit hard, and it is going to have to be one that I'm constantly kind of working on. So wish me luck with that one. But those are the three that I would like to empty. Now, the bullet lipstick that I wanted to work on, I've actually checked and it is expired, which is so sad. So I have had to throw that away. It was going all bobbly on the outside and it didn't used to look like that. So that made me very scared that something was growing inside of it. So I tossed it straight in the trash. So we're gonna choose another bullet lipstick, and I'm gonna pick one right now. So let's see. So the bullet lipstick that I'm gonna work on is this one from So Sue in the shade Birthday Suit. I loved this for so long, but it just doesn't look like I did love on it because it's hardly been used. Like, it's pretty much a full bullet there. So sad. Still smells so nice, and this is a very easy everyday kind of a lipstick that I can use, and I think I will get through it. I don't think this will be very hard, and I could use this in conjunction with two of those lip glosses, so that's fine. But yeah, this is the bullet lipstick that I'm going to work on this year. And with all that being said, that is everything that I plan to pan this year. So to round off, I plan on finishing 16 products and hitting pan on 2. So there's like 18 things I want to hit my goals on, shall we say, in this next year. Last year I managed to empty 16 products, so I don't think that will be hard. And I also emptied more products than that. I emptied 16 products, just in my project pan alone. So I don't think that will be too hard, but I'm excited for this year's panning. And I'm excited for how my collection is looking. So if you haven't seen my makeup inventory, if it's not gone up yet, it will be going up in the next few days. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, that is everything that I have for you guys today. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed filming this one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, 'cause it really does help me out. Don't forget to subscribe, because I would really like to hit 700 subscribers before my birthday. I think we can do it. We've got until July, so I hope that we can do that. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.